All right, Jess, thank you.
Yeah. All right. You were talking earlier about the smell. It's it's going.
It's really bad. I was
I
over
don't know
by
if
the
it's an
mall
Arcadian
today.
yet,
Right,
but
man.
yeah,
And I thought maybe it was just like some bad sewage or something,
Right.
but I mean, you said with that wind, it's
Yeah,
really
west
picking
wind.
up.
Yeah, west wind is going to continue to do that tomorrow too. So if you smelled it today, more likely you're going to smell it again tomorrow. Here's what's going on with the latest. Van Wezel webcam showing some clouds around this afternoon and some showers briefly moving through Longboat Key, Lido, and Siesta Key, also downtown Sarasota. See the lens there getting a little bit wet at times, but most of that rain is now east and weakening. We are looking at some bigger storms well inland. The weather headlines read like this for us. Isolated coastal showers are still possible this evening. That west wind, unfortunately, it will continue throughout the day tomorrow. So, as I said, east of I-75, already people reporting some of that nasty smell. Back to late day storms for the weekend, meaning showers and storms returning from the central part of the state toward the west coast late in the day. And those always have a tendency to be a little stronger and have a lot more lightning with them. So we're going to see that happening. The front that's to our north, the cold front, now stationary. We have a trough of low pressure over north central Florida. A lot of dry air behind this, but we're staying in the moist sector. We'll have a warm and muggy evening, and with that high pressure down to our south, that west wind will continue, and it looks like it will keep everything right along the shoreline too. As far as the dead fish go, the flow tomorrow will once again be along west-facing coastlines. So west-facing coastlines in the bay. Will have a tendency to have a little bit more flow of fish in your direction, the dead fish. Heavy storms in the inland areas and near Sebring and also into eastern portions of Hardee and DeSoto counties. A little bit of light rain still lingering near Osprey. Not much going on, but these showers will pop up occasionally. It'll be very isolated. We could still see a little activity this evening, but not much. Looks like most of the storms winding down east Florida and into central Florida. Here comes the morning, though. Showers and storms are possible along the coast, and especially as the sun rises, a few will work their way onshore. A better chance of that happening today or tomorrow than it did today. And then the heavier storms into central and east Florida. Now, things will start to transition on Friday. You'll see that. We'll see a little bit more southeasterly wind coming back into play down to our south. There's still a chance of a few coastal showers in the morning here on Friday. But this is a transition back to that east to southeasterly wind, which is fairly typical this time of year. That dry air staying to our north, a lot of dry air to the southeast of us will stay. Fairly moist here in our region, fairly dry throughout the Caribbean and the Atlantic. Very inactive hurricane season. Let's hope it stays that way, although we could use a little low in the Gulf of Mexico to kind of stir things up, hopefully. This is not a little low. This is an intense major Category 5 hurricane earlier today. Lane is now down to a 4, but a strong 4, a high-end 4 at 155-mile-an-hour winds. There are hurricane warnings up for the southeastern portion of the islands there and throughout much of central Hawaii. The center line, by the way, crosses not over land, but you know it can sometimes follow this outer line as well. They're still going to get impacts of heavy flooding and a possibility of mudslides and also flash flooding as well as surf up to 25 to 30 foot high. Crashing the shores there. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 knots, and we'll have a light chop out there for boaters. No east component at all. We'll see scattered morning showers on Thursday, anytime during the day on Friday. Back to late day, afternoon, and evening thunderstorms approaching the coast from inland areas both Saturday and Sunday. And that pattern is expected to stick around, it looks like, through Wednesday of next week. So we'll get back into our typical afternoon and evening storms beginning mainly this weekend. Back to you.